is the start of our journey with the trebuchet. It's been something that I've been thinking about for quite a long time, and now that we're on spring break, we figured it would be a good time. Is that right? Do you want to see the trebuchet? Yeah, you do. Here is the crew. We got Greg, we got Cassie, Danny, Rachel, Nikki, Donovan, hi, and Shai. So what we're trying to do is figure out the dimensions of the trebuchet. So we have an idea of a picture of the design that we want, and so we've calculated out the design. The longest fulcrum part is going to be the arm, which will be the pivot point that will launch we're going to use watermelons or pumpkins, but that's the longest point. And so you need to have a ratio between the base to the fulcrum of 3.75, the ratio to from the fulcrum to the top, which is where all the weight's going to be on the side. That's going to be 1. And the length that we have is 12 feet. So we have to design the frame so that it'll be able to support that in the proper dimensions. So, hi Greg.
Hi there.
Can you show me all of the wonderful material that you brought from Santa Cruz?
Well, I certainly can. So here's our main trebuchet arm here.
Yeah.
Made out of a 2x12 that we ripped at an angle. So we've got a wider end where the counterweight's going to go, and a narrower end where we'll hook up the sling.
No way. Awesome.
And then a bunch of scrap lumber from my...
Scrap lumber! This is
Don't push it up too much.
what makes creativity amazing, is scrap lumber.
So the counterweight over there.
Oh, we can pump some iron.
Yeah.
The face of them. All of this, we're gonna try to make our trebuchet. Oh yeah. Cassie, explain to me what you're doing.
So we're trying to hammer this pipe that holds it all together.
The good news is that it's really hard to hammer it, which means it's probably going to stay there through the whole entire thing. So we don't have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple things. One, we put it together to kind of symbolize what does it look like at the end of the day, which looks amazing. Then we realized we needed to drill a hole there for the counterweight. I see a hole! The spacers that we put in here, make sure that it was in the middle. We're about 5 inches too short. So because the big heavy box that's going to be the counterweight that's going to swing through, we need to make sure that goes perfectly in between the two lines from here to there. So. To the final stages of fine-tuning this to make it actually work. So, well, we wanted to make sure that when we wanted to pull this open and trigger it, we were far away from the device as possible. So if there's any backlash, kind of safety first. We tried. So what we ended up designing is we put a eye loop here with a cord that will go through here, and then we have a toggle pin that we place into here, and when it's underweight, this gets really hot. And then when we're ready to release, we pull this string that we attach, which is about 20 to 30 feet away, and that releases the payload. So the string has to be attached to one end, and then barely just like hooked on a hook here.
Just a little bit.
And so that little hook down there, we've been adjusting the angle so that it releases at the right spots. So they're setting the trigger right now. So basically we have the cotter pin in to hold it down, and then when we're ready to trigger, we have to make it ever so close to the edge so that's really easy to pull out the trigger. Otherwise the weight just makes it impossible. It's a very delicate process, as you can see. Everybody's being very cautious. Alright, so this is our trial number 1. We have a trebuchet. We just completed the design. However, we have 0 weight in it, extra weight in it. So this is really just to see how the mechanic of the trebuchet works and see if we have the right proportions. Alright, are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Let's count it down. 2, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Another trial, so we improved the trigger and we centered the weight basket so that less chance of it wobbling. It's all right.
There we go.
So what are you doing right now?
I'm putting weights in it so they can have more strength.
Cool. And what about the balance? We're talking about like, do we want the it to be lopsided? No. And why would we not want it lopsided?
Because if it's lopsided, it won't fire well.
Yeah. And it probably might break the thing, right? Cool. Feeling bold, and we're putting in more counterweights.
Well over 100 pounds.
Well, the ratio for the payload, if that was 1 pound, then you're supposed to put in 130 times into the box. So here we go. Type 2, it's the same prototype. But this is round 2 with more weight, and we have a little heavier payload. So we'll see how far this can launch. 2, 1. We have a cotter pin that comes in right here that holds it down pretty good. It's just held in by tension. But then when we really want to release it, we actually have to move this guy closer to the edge so that we just do one quick tug to release it. Alright, now we had the cotter pin with the extra weight got stuck. So let's do this again. Alright, 3, 1!
Splash. Woo! Oh, yes!
Alright, go ahead. Alright, so now we've done a couple of different rounds. One, we had a light payload with a low weight, and now we increased the weight and we increased the weight of the payload. So we also changed the angle, which the pin that holds the far side of the rope, which is supposed to come off so that it can create more momentum to go. But we had it at an angle which made it release too late, and now we put it at an angle and it released too early. So it went way up in the high and then, you know, bang it down. So here we go, we're gonna do another trial. 3.
Here's our trebuchet. Minor modifications repeatedly.
Whoa! That was the farthest we've seen it go! He's doing a pumpkin. Whoa! No! On the last launch, we were coming here to reload, and as you can see, the pipe right there is bending. And then over here on that corner, our last hurrah for this one pipe is now completely broken. So we are deciding that we should probably not use this anymore.
Need some repairs.
Yeah, we need to repair it, and that'll be prototype 2 on another day. So we launched it just so that we can release the tension, and it's a good thing we decided not to put any more payload into it because it completely collapsed. Oh well. Rest in peace, Trebuchet. We had a lot of fun. Say that again, what?
Rest in peace to Trebuchet got hit by a bazooka.
What?